It's 2025. It's time to give yourself permission to be phenomenal. My name is Carolyn McCall, and I'm so thrilled to be here with each of you this day that our glorious God has made, right? I have come to share a very important date with you. Those of you that have been asking God for some kind of process to move you through the obstacles that you're currently facing, any kind of mental challenges that you might be having, or what's next for you, right? Those of you that are looking for opportunities to push through that challenging job or relationship, those of you that have asked God, hey, what can I do now, God, to get to the other side, to embrace my purpose? What's my assignment? Well, okay, God said, Carolyn, send out this video. It's time for me to step into my purpose and do the things that I'm meant to do on this earth. That's why God guided me in creating this book, right? This book has taken me 12 years to write. It just got published last year, and it's called Give Yourself Permission to Be Phenomenal by what? Discovering Your Purpose. Now, in taking this journey, and it will be a 90-day journey, you're going to learn 5 things. Okay. Number 1, you're going to learn how to submit to a teacher. Who's our teacher? The Heavenly Father, right? My dad, my God, Jesus Christ is our teacher. Okay. And so the process is designed for God. God is working through all of us. God works through people, not all of us, though those of us that allow God to work through us, right? So God's working through me. By the way, I'm a corporate trainer. I've been doing that for over 20 years. And gosh, I was in hospitality 25 years before that. Okay. Worked for the Mouse in Orlando, Walt Disney World. Started my corporate experience at Walt Disney, then moved on to Dale Carnegie training. So I'm a certified trainer in leadership, team building, effective communication skills, internal, external, customer service skills, and foundationally emotional intelligence. And this book is about all of that leadership. Now, it's also anchored in the Lord. It's a spiritual walk that you'll be taking in this 90-day coaching program. I'm currently conducting some executive coaching with leaders in companies. And gosh, the person that I'm coaching, she said, Carolyn, everybody needs this. She said, why not, open it up to everybody and not just my clients, but the entire world, right? So it doesn't matter where you are, where you're looking at this video from, whether it's Canada or Africa. It doesn't really matter which continent or what country you're looking at this video from. You can be a part of it with social media. And so it's going to be online by the way, folks. Okay. Now, the other thing, let me get back to the 5 things you're going to learn, right? Number 1 is how to submit to a teacher. Again, the Heavenly Father. Number 2, acknowledge your worth. How to acknowledge your worth. My specialty, I consider, I'm an expert in emotional intelligence. I'm also certified in DISC. That's the personality of people, right? Focusing on 4 different personalities. All right. And so we're going to talk about DISC as well, the dominant personality, the influential personality. We're going to talk about the steady personalities. We're going to talk about the compliant personalities. So I'm going to bring all the expertise that I have gained over the last really 30 years of my career and open this up to the public, right? Because to me, God is calling all of us. There's no mistake in everything that is happening with the transition of power in the United States from one president to the next president and the changes that this current president is implementing. Okay. It's shaking all of us up, shaking us all up. And I believe it's designed on purpose. God has allowed it. And if God has allowed it, there's something in it for all of us to gain, if we choose to see it from that perspective. So I went through the first thing you're going to learn, right? In this 90-day program is to submit to a higher power, really, to submit to a higher power, if I'm being honest, submit to a teacher, right? Number 2 is acknowledge your worth. Do you know how God views you, how precious of a treasure you are? You are a precious treasure. We all are. And it's time we begin to step into that and, first of all, believe it and then act like from that place, right? Act from that place. Number 3 is setting boundaries and standards. Setting boundaries and standards. And the boundaries may be boundaries for yourself. We're going to start there. We're not talking necessarily about other people. Look, once we have boundaries for ourselves, it kind of, moves into other people in our lives. But first, we got to have standards and boundaries for ourselves. Number 4, practice your purpose. You'll be actually practicing your purpose, whatever, right? Whatever you, how you, what you discover. Give yourself permission to be phenomenal by discovering your purpose. What? Along the journey, you're going to discover your purpose. Some people, I don't know my purpose. This book helps you discover your purpose. In fact, folks, it's the reason that it's going to start, by the way, the program starts April 6th. I want you to mark your calendars. Make sure you're attending, okay? No excuse. Contact me for more information at Carolyn, Carolyn, McCall, MCCALL -purpose.com for more information. Now, week 1, find a partner, right? You got to find a partner. So yeah, this requires a partner. By the way, the reason I've selected April 6th as the date of 2025, because if you count numbers, right? April represents 4. Of course, on the 6th, 4 and 6 are 10. And if you add 9, because 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9, right? 2025 equals 19. But if you take those numbers and go 1 plus 9 is 10, we're right back at 10. What is 10? The number 1. Yeah, we take the zero out, and it represents 1. And if you look at week 1 here, right? Week 1, find a partner. The number 1 represents new beginnings. This is about new beginnings, folks. Okay, so this 90-day program, there's going to be information, of course, on my website at Carolyn, 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 McCall, MCCALL-purpose.com for more information. Okay, now the other thing is, let's look at week 2. And we're going to go through these weeks fairly slowly, right? It's not going to be a 7-week program, even though the book is for 7 weeks. No, when you have a program and you have a purpose, no, this is 90 days. We've got to really peel back the layers, unravel some things, and figure out what obstacles are in your way that's holding you back from reaching your purpose, right? From stepping into your purpose. And it's probably something about the devil. The devil is attacking a lot of folks right now. We don't talk enough about the devil. You got to be aware of it, what it looks like, what it sounds like in your head. All right. What it looks like in people. We're going to talk about some of those things. Okay. It's very important to me. Very important. All right. So week 2, get to know your partner, right? That's what week 2 is about. Okay. In the book. All right. But just remember, this is a 90-day program. And then I just want to walk you guys through some of this stuff, right, that you're going to be going through. And then week 3 in the book is, your upbringing. Discovering the influence your upbringing had on your purpose. Everything that happened to you as a child was on purpose. I know. And I'll tell you, I've done this program for 20 years, since 2004. We do 3 days, 5 days. I have a team of people that help. Okay. So primarily my older sister, and we've got other trainers. But this is the first time we've done it online. So we are offering it at a significant discount. Okay. Just so you folks know as well. And she's a chaplain. And she also works with the hospice. All right. And she's a grief counselor as well. So we've got some experts part of this program. Okay, folks. Now, your upbringing. And then week 4, I get so excited about week 4. Week 4 is all about what? Listening to God's quiet answers, our anchor. God is our anchor. He's our anchor. No matter what you're going through in your life, it doesn't really matter. If it's a death, If you've got a child that is sick, or a child that is missing, unfortunately, right? Those things that are really traumatizing in our lives. Doesn't really matter if you lost your job, if you lost a partner. God is your anchor. God is your anchor. And so, how to tap into that anchor? We're going to all need it. Everybody on the planet will need it. Okay. All right. Need to know how to tap into that anchor. Week 5, self love. Right? How do we love ourselves? Self love. What's healthy love? It's kind of like you could love somebody with all your heart. And if they don't know how to love themselves, they can't even love you back. And sometimes that means you have to walk away and leave that relationship, because over time, if they don't know how to, they don't know how to love you back, they'll abuse you. And there's a lot of abuse happening in relationships where one person loves that person so much, and the other person may love them, but they don't know how to love them, so they abuse them. And the person stays because they love them. Not healthy. The best thing you can do is still leave. Love them without being part of their lives. And we have to do that at times. All right. God has someone else better for you that will know how to love you. I hate to say it like that. It's just that it's absolutely true. We can't hang out in that low vibration where we're not getting what we need to grow and move forward. The best thing you can do by loving somebody sometimes is to leave them. And they need to find their anchor, which is the Lord, which is the beginning of their what? Self-love. That's right. All right. And we're in a lot of toxic relationships. A lot of people out there are in a lot of toxic relationships. Now, week 6, no more victim stories. Okay. Change is here. No more victim story. No more pretending to be a victim. No more of that. All right. Those days are over. We know there is a Messiah. We know that Jesus walked the earth. We know that there's a higher power that is here for us, that all we have to do is invite into our homes, into our relationships. Just invite God into your place of business. Invite God in. We have free will, so we have to invite him in. We have to. Don't expect God, okay, knocking at the door, go, okay, God's like bamming on the door. Look, you open the door, God's there. That's all you have to do. It's time for us to let him in, right? And then week 7, and we'll eventually get here, right? The potter's wheel. We've all been on it. We've all been on the potter's wheel. Yeah. The potter's wheel is all about everything that has happened to you in your life is prepared you for your purpose, to discover your purpose, right? So I hope to see you. I hope to see you. I hope this video finds you. And if you guys are watching this, it's on purpose. It's meant to find you. You asked for this, right? And it's showing up in your life. Don't be like the person, right? There was a flood, and the person climbed up on the roof, and God sent the first time. What did God send? A little rowboat, right? And the person said, no, I'll wait for something, else. I don't feel too safe with that rowboat, right? And then what did God bring the next time? A big old yacht comes by, right? A big yacht comes by, and you go, no, that's okay. It looks packed. You guys keep going, and then God, what he bring? A helicopter. Third time. And you go, no, helicopter, you just go pick up. You see those people over there? Yeah. And then the water keeps coming up more and more the whole time, right? And eventually what happens? You just drown. And you get to heaven. And you're like, God, what happened? I thought you had my back, dude. Like, God's like, I did. I sent you 3. Hello, 3. The rowboat, the yacht, and the helicopter, and I don't know what else to do, guys. Like, I don't know what else to do but to give you what you need. And if you keep saying no, I can't do anything with that. And some of you keep denying God. And yet we got what? We got great pastors. 2819, you guys are knocking it out of the park. You better go, Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell. Oh, I love that church in Atlanta. Got a revival going on there, right? I mean, there are so many great pastors. So what is going on with you? Why are you still stuck choosing to be what? Angry, bitter, feel rejected and abandoned, and yet there are all kinds of opportunities around you, and yet you choose not to see it. Well, I'll tell you what, if you choose to do this, yeah, you get ready. Okay. Get ready for what? Get ready to be moved past your comfort zone. We do it in a loving way because it is about love foundationally. We're choosing love or fear, folks. Which are you choosing? This is about love or fear. And if you stay stuck in fear, you'll never reach your full potential. You'll never reach your purpose. You'll constantly complain and point fingers. People don't realize when they're pointing fingers outside of themselves, there's, oh, one, two, three, oh, six fingers right back at you. This is called an opportunity. I'm passionate about it and I know it's gonna work if you give yourself permission to be phenomenal. I love you. Contact me at carolynmccall-purpose.com. Carolyn, CarolynMcCall-purpose.com. Carolyn McCall-purpose. Hope to see you soon.